Oh, so I figured if I'm going to be playing Battle Spot and then Pokemon Alpha Sapphire doing double battles, why I have nothing else better to do, so why not just record it? If I'm sitting there being a scrub lord, sitting at home, breeding up mons, getting all the training done for Rhyperior and Conkeldurr and stuff, I'm at least going to show off my work a little bit. Have a few bragging rights, even though I'm not the best VGC player, and you can see my finger a bit, but I'm hoping it looks okay in the end. I'm trying not to move my DS too very much, trying to keep it nice looking. Well, as nice looking as this can get. So I'm gonna go ahead and start searching for an opponent and see what we can find. You can't see the bottom screen really, but my rating is 1537, and I have 41 wins, 41 losses, completely even. Because I'm not, like I said, I'm not the best. So what we're looking at against Fight Me, I have a Rhyperior, Venusaur, Charizard, Conkeldurr, Greninja, and Togekiss, and our opponent Chad is using Blaziken, Garchomp, presumably Mega Kangaskhan because you use Kangaskhan without Mega, Rotom, Sylveon, and Klefki. So I'm thinking Blaziken is Life Orb or Focus Sash. Garchomp might be either Scarf or Band. Kangaskhan is the Mega. Rotom Wash has Citrus Berry. Sylveon has Life. That's Choice Specs. There we go. And Klefki is most likely holding either leftovers or a light clay if it wants to be a screen setter. So what I'm thinking right now is the best open up for me is my goal for now. I have Gunshot on Greninja to get rid of fairy types like Sylveon perfectly, and then so I'm gonna lead with that just in case I also need to take out a Garchomp if need be, and I'm gonna lead off also with the Charizard so I can deal with any unwanted Klefkis or Rotom Washes that are gonna want to show up and win the speed tie with Kangaskhan that first turn, which Greninja does outspeed later on. So what I'm going to want to do is also bring out the... This is actually pretty hard. I'm going to bring Rhyperior as extra coverage against the Kangaskhan and the Klefki if I need to. And then the Rotoms and the Garchomp are the only things that give me a relative problem. So to deal with those, I'm also going to bring Venusaur just in case, because he resists both of their attacks. So we're going to start off the battle here, and let's see if things go how I want. I'm predicting a Klefki lead right here. My main goal right now, because Klefki has that Prankster ability, so I really want to get rid of him as fast as possible. Kangaskhan and Klefki, there we go. Alright, so this is working out. I feel like when I see shinies, I feel, oh, this person's a hacker. But, yeah. So what I'm going to try and do right here is, I'm presuming he's going to fake out the Charizard most likely here. So what I'm going to go for is I'm going to go ahead and Ice Beam his Kangaskhan right now to try and get off as much damage as I can before I get Sucker Punched. And then I'm going to go ahead and Mega Evolve into my Mega Charizard Y and Flamethrower as Klefki, just in case he does go for the fake out on Greninja. Charizard Drought activates, and that's going to be a Mega Kangaskhan, of course. Not even relatively surprised that it's a Mega Kangaskhan. When are you ever going to see a Kangaskhan? Without Mega. So he's going to go for the fake out onto the Greninja, which is just why I Flamethrower it instead of protecting. That's going to be pure utter damage, and a light screen setup, which is actually very scary, which means he's probably light clay Klefki. Greninja gets the flinch. Klefki might not die from this now that he set up screens, I don't know. I do pick up the KO here. So, he's probably going to be either leftovers or light clay, but since he set up screens, I'm automatically going to assume he's light clay, which means he still has leftovers potential in the Rotom, even though I highly doubt that it's going to be that. So, just waiting for him to go ahead and pick a move. And he brings out the Rotom. So his thinking right here is probably that he can take out Greninja with... He's probably going to go for the Sucker Punch onto Greninja here. And since he has his screen set up, he doesn't really have reason to fear being hit by my Mega Charizard anymore. Now, I do really want to get rid of that Rotom as fast as I can, because now that he has screens up, it's nearly an unstoppable force, since I have most of my team is actually special attackers. So it's predicting the Sucker Punch on the Greninja. I'm gonna go ahead and Dart Pulse the Rotom and Solar Beam the Rotom, because they don't normally use Protect. So I do get my Dart Pulse off. And it's gonna do actually a lot of damage, considering that he has Light Screen up, and it's not super effective. The Protean does give me Stab, and then that's a Solar Beam onto the Rotom. It's enough to get the KO, which means I don't have to deal with Thunderbolt. But he didn't protect the Greninja. He didn't. Just gonna go straight in for the Double Edge onto Charizard. It's gonna pick up a KO. But ultimately, even with Greninja, it's such low health, I somewhat feel like I have the advantage here, because Rhyperior's bulk is just almighty. I mean, with that solid rock ability and its typing, Kangaskhan doesn't have anything to hit it except for Power Up Punch, which is just for setting up. So right now, and he has the Blaziken, so right now this is just my optimal position right here. Now he could very easily just Sucker Punch me, but I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Ice Beam on the Kangaskhan. Who do I actually have in the back? I have Venusaur. Venusaur is not gonna want to deal with Blaziken at all, even with chlorophyll. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and Earthquake, just in case. Do I Earthquake? I'm gonna go for the Earthquake. Blaziken protecting. That's gonna be the Ice Beam going off on his Kangaskhan if he doesn't Sucker Punch any Sucker Punches. The Greninja, which is why I wasn't too afraid of Earthquaking. I knew Greninja was gonna go down one way or another this turn. So I do get an Earthquake off on this Kangaskhan right now. Blaziken protects. Can I KO it right here? Nowhere near. This right here is a bulky Kangaskhan, because usually I can do around 80% with an Earthquake. So it's down to my Venusaur and Rhyperior against his Kangaskhan and Blaziken. Now, if I'm right, my Venusaur does still outspeed his Blaziken here. So if I can break a Focus Sash, which I'm assuming it has, and get off an Earthquake successfully here, then things are going to end up just fine, and I won't have to worry. That's a Sludge Bomb on the Blaziken. It's going to do damage, and get the poison. I don't think in the end it's going to matter, because I'm pretty sure an Earthquake is going to KO. He's going to Flare Blitz the Venusaur here. Obvious play. Any type of fire move would have killed, especially in the sun, which I so graciously set up for him. He is going to outspeed my Rhyperior naturally. Recoil damage. And he's Life Orb. With Drain Punch Kangaskhan. Okay. Kangaskhan was a priority. Kangaskhan was definitely a priority, because now he's at over half health. But I think an Earthquake is just going to KO Kangaskhan here. Is it enough? It's not enough. Oh no. Okay, yeah, I should have taken Kangaskhan out when it was a threat, thinking that it was a threat. I mean, it's a Mega Kangaskhan, what you gonna do? But I have never seen Drain Punch Kangaskhan before. So yeah, he can Drain Punch me again, and as long as he doesn't get a crit, I should be just fine. No matter how much HP he recovers, as long as I don't see a crit, I think we have it. Earthquake is almost definitely going to KO here, even on bulky Kangaskhan. But I suppose it does make sense to run Drain Punch on a bulky Kangaskhan, so you can preserve yourself longer. But that was a very good game, got me very close to losing there. But 1-0, that's another win. Well, my first one is for YouTube. But I hope that you enjoyed it. I am not going to save battle videos. Who saves battle videos? Well, I save a lot of battle videos, just so I can rewatch them and upload them and stuff. But yeah, that was a battle spot doubles battle, or the VGC rules, and I hope you enjoy. Bye!